I'm going to be listing 5 different things that you could be doing wrong in Thrill of the Fight 2 if you're losing matches or getting caught a little too much. Some of them are basic, but some of them are a little bit more advanced, so hang tight for the ending, okay? Number 1, we are sitting still way too much. So when I'm here like this and I'm throwing my punches, we're always here. We're never moving, firing, moving, firing, moving, firing. You know what it reminds me of? That old school robot game where you would just kind of do this endlessly until someone's head popped off. That's literally it. You know, if we add the movement in between, we're not getting hit as much, and our punches are landing more often because the angles we're hitting. So instead of just starting the fight by sitting here and throwing as many punches as we can, 90% hooks, try doing 3 to 4 punches at a time with movement, or at the very least, head movement, or rolling, or whatever it is, if you're not moving your feet. So I'm moving my feet, but if I'm sitting still, I'm moving my head. Number 2, we are telegraphing punches. It looks like we're like, I'm gonna get you. So stop. Way to help with that is try not to throw looping punches. Keep everything tight. I'm not saying this is something that you have to stick with forever, but if you have looping punches, it's something to practice to stop it. So instead of going here, big loops, big loops, big loops, it gives your guy enough time to get out the way or to block or at least to read it and counter. Try to keep your hooks at 90 degrees at all times. So I'm not gonna go big out here and throw this big loop. I'm here and throwing 90, look at my arm, 90 degrees. 90 degrees the whole time. I'm here. Tight hooks, 90 degrees. Or to keep my hand at 90 degrees, I'm not going to open that thing up and cause looping, which is going to cause counters, and my opponent's going to be able to read this big old thing that's coming at them versus a quick hook. So instead of telegraphing those big hooks, 90 degrees, tight, so your defense is there too while I'm throwing these big old hooks. But if you see, not everything is out like this, looping and looping, looping and looping and looping, because I can read it a lot easier than I can something tight and concise. Number 3, stop ignoring the belly shots. I went over this briefly in a short last week, but I want you to start throwing everything with starting with a body shot. If you're one of those people that throws like 10% body and like 90% to the head, flip that around. If you spend a round lighting up someone's body, maybe I throw some jabs or some softer punches up top to kind of just mix things up. But if I spend a round lighting someone up to the body, what do you think they're thinking about the second round? My opponent has been rocked 3 times in the body in the first round. Second round, he's going to overprotect. And when they do, I'm going to set up the headshots with the body shot. So body, big headshot, back down to the body. So don't ignore those body shots. Number 4 is, I think, one of the biggest ones. Block with a purpose. Don't just have your hands up and hopefully his punches hit your arms. But you see it all the time. Someone's like, I had my hands up. How'd I get hit? Like, cause there's holes. If I had my hands up here, sure, my hands are up, but look at this opening. Look at these big openings here. So we have to block with a purpose. If my guy throws a straight, I'm blocking here. If my guy throws hooks, I'm answering the phone and leaning to that side. So I'm not just gonna expect myself to block 100% of shots just because my hands are up. It's not how it works. Block with a purpose. If your straight punches are coming, down the middle. If hooks are coming, to the ear. If body shots are coming, drop a little bit, not too much because you don't want to leave the head open. Drop a little bit and crunch to that side. Number 4, block with a purpose. Number 5, a big one for offense. The same thing as blocking, but the opposite. Offense with a purpose. I am not just gonna throw a 1, 2, 3, no matter what my opponent is doing. I'm not just gonna throw big hooks, no matter what he's doing or where he's going. If my opponent has a tendency to come forward, I'm backing away, and my offense is gonna be aggressive whenever he pushes forward. I'm timing his movement and throwing crosses based on it. If I'm right here and I'm pushing the pace, and every single time I push the pace, my opponent circles to my right, then I know, maybe if I push the pace and then throw my own right hand, I know that that right hand is thrown with a purpose. I know he's going to go into it because he has been doing it. So I'm going to throw the punch where he's going to be with purpose. The last one is a little bit of a bonus. I said 5, here's number 6. Know your pace, know your own cardio, know your athleticism, and stick to it. There's no way I should have the cardio for 2 minutes and I use all that in the first 2 minutes. If you know that you typically gas out as fights go on, maybe you should pace yourself. Pace yourself, and there's a little bit of a extra push on that because most of the time we get to a comfort zone. Maybe if I push like a 1 through 5, I can kind of do that all day. It's comfortable. But like maybe 6, 7, 8, then I start having trouble breathing. Maybe it's hard to talk while I'm gassing like that. And then 8, 9, and 10 is like I'm not talking. I'm gasping. I'm trying to suck in all the air in the room to fill up my lungs. So know where you are and make slow progression to build that up. but we're not going to build all that up in one fight, in one round, in 1 week. If any of those 6 things helped you, make sure you are subscribed and make sure you check out these other videos because maybe they might help you too.